The truckers are still going, my friends. In fact, there are more and more truckers around the world who are standing up for freedom. But this is up in Canada. The Freedom Convoy is continuing, and they are rolling along, and in the case of Ottawa, staying put, despite the fact that the government is getting increasingly harsh with them and trying to find ways to drive them out, cut off their support, cut off their funding, their gas even. Here's Fox News. The trucker protest is spreading following the example of the thousands of Canadian truckers protesting COVID-19 vaccine mandates in the capital of Ottawa. Truckers in other countries have begun organizing their own versions of the Freedom Convoy. From the Netherlands to New Zealand to London to Australia, truckers are hitting the road to send a clear message: stop the mandates. Another group of truckers is planning a protest in the United States, driving to the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. This is catching on. It turns out people recognize the power of truckers to get not just a lot of attention, but of course to slow down much of the traffic and even commerce in an area should they choose to do so. And governments are going to have to pay attention to this, whether they want to or not. Of course, up in Canada, where they have largely embraced tyrannical madness, you have Justin Trudeau's government and the various factions of left-wing lunacy running cities like Ottawa, their bureaucracies, their administrative state, furious with this convoy. They absolutely hate them. I mean, here's Ottawa Police Chief Peter Slawley, who's calling the demonstrations a threat to democracy. Watch.
The oath of office that I and my officers swore were never intended to deal with a city under siege, a threat to our democracy, a nationwide insurrection driven by madness.
A nationwide insurrection driven by madness. That's interesting. I think it's quite clear to anyone who has any judgment whatsoever that the madness really comes from the lockdown mandate left. And the people that want normalcy are not the radicals. The people that stand in the way of normalcy, i.e. the Canadian government right now, they are the radicals. Their policies have failed, folks. Let's remember that. They were wrong and they failed. Ottawa police, however, are threatening arrest for anyone bringing material support to truckers. Anyone attempting to bring materials like gas, etc., to the demonstrators could be subject to arrest. Enforcement is underway. Imagine if there was a BLM protest, and probably some riots along with it too, because we know that's what tends to happen. And the police were arresting people who brought BLM protesters food, just brought them support in whatever way they could. We would be told that there was the rise of fascism in either America or Canada. But no, now the police are doing something in Canada that shows who really is on the side of authoritarianism. Not the truckers. They're on the side of freedom.